Hey y'all, welcome back to Thor's Theatron. Um, this is the second video, and we're about to start the Daytona 500. Um, in our previous video, we got all set up and gave a little introduction on what this series is about. So, there's nothing really to do in team management or anything, so let's go to race week. We'll select the chassis. This one, I'm just gonna pick the one with less tire grip and tire wear because it's super speedway, and that won't matter here. Engine, going with the one with the most power. Body, just draft, and race. So, what I usually do here is I gotta remember exactly what setups I use because the profile that I had all my all my setups saved on got deleted, and the profile that I'm using now only has like 5 or 6 of them, and therefore a lot further down the road in career mode when I get better equipment. So I'm gonna have to play around with the setups a little bit, but I'll cut it out and I'll come back to this on the video and show you what the setups are. But other than that, usually I run at the super speedways, especially during my rookie year. I run a practice, and I just run it until the gas runs out, so I know how long the gas stays in contact if there's no drafting or anything. And then I qualify, and I usually don't do the duels, but I'll probably do them for the video. And then I race, so I'm gonna play around with the practice and setups a little bit, and I'll see you when I get back. Hey guys, I'm back. So I ran the practice. The car setup here wasn't too far off from where I thought it should be. It's not actually very far off for the gear ratios at all from the default setting. Tire pressure at the super speedways always have it at 30. It gives you more speed, less acceleration. Once you get up to speed here, acceleration isn't really important. Suspension front springs we have at 63%, rear springs at 68%. I have the wedge out half a turn, that's just personal preference. I don't use a wheel or anything. I'm playing this on my PlayStation 2. If you're playing this right now, you're probably playing it on like a PlayStation emulator. So I don't know if you're going to be using a wheel or not. The wedge and the handling stuff might change if you are. But here's the gear ratios. First gear, I have 3.6. That's with pretty much every track. You're going to leave the first gear the same. Second gear, I have 1.75. Third gear is 1.25. Fourth gear is 0.84. And rear end is 0.65. I moved the rear end up because it gives you more acceleration as you start getting more in the higher RPMs. So let's qualify. See how we do. Usually starting off you don't qualify too well, but goal here is to get better than 40. And we got the duels, so if we don't qualify that well, I guess I will do the dual race. See where we finish there. I was getting top speed of about 179, and that's what I usually get when I start a new career. I've done about 3 now since I learned how to manage this whole career mode. So we'll see what this lap brings us. That brings us last place. That's alright, because we weren't up to speed yet when we first crossed the line. Log up 180 there. I do a lot of playing with the analog stick when I'm going in a turn. Flicking it back and forth. I usually, when I'm qualifying, I keep an eye on my speed, and I try not to let it get below a certain point. Like in these corners, I try not to let it get below 175. And whap 75 and messed up below there. This will probably be about 50 seconds.
We're gonna have to pass a lot of cars in the race.
24th, there we go. So let's start the dual race and we'll see where that leads us. Yeah, first race inside row, second race outside row. So we'll be fighting for the outside row.
Now let's take a look at the starting lineup. In the front row are...
we don't even know this. I can't remember if you have to make a two-tire green flag pit stop here or not.
Far inside, number 11, still there.
I always go down to the bottom row first
Clear on both sides.
and just start drafting with someone in the super speedways. The draft helps a lot. Plus, this game has a allies and rivalry system. This was the first year that they did it, and the more you draft with people, the more friendly they become. If they're your ally, they kind of get out of the way.
Okay, we're clear.
On the other hand of that, if you hit someone, tick someone off, they're pretty much going to come back and try to wreck you. It's based on a point system from 0 to 100, or negative 100 to positive 100. And usually around 30, you don't really see much of a difference, but once you get to about,
Number 19.
I would say 50 or 60 or so, people will definitely try to wreck you if they're rivals. And a lot of times the
Everything okay? Clear.
allies will move out of the way for you. Once you make a new ally, you'll see how I'm sharing draft with this guy there. It's got a car marker above him.
Clear.
I think once it gets above or below 40, it stays on forever. And if it's ally, it's a green, and if it's a rival, it's a red. Most of you who are watching this probably already know this, but just in case you're new to this whole NASCAR game thing. If you are, you made a great choice in getting this game. I think this is the best one. So I usually just try to pick one guy and draft, because I usually breaks into packs here at Daytona in this game. And even when you're not starting out, the way you set up your gear ratios, once you hit fourth gear, you're gonna lose some ground at first.
Got one eye.
I can hit him a little bit.
Number 19. is still
Qualified
there.
24, so we probably started this race
The
in
19
12th, since that's the
all over your
12th
back
route
bumper. All clear.
outside. So right now we're up a little bit. Caution is out. This race you have to race back to the starting line when the caution comes out. And later races, it just it goes by. They changed the rules that year, so
You and the leader.
they go by scoring loops, and you just get the position wherever you were at when the caution came out. But here you have to race all the way back, and you can gain or lose a lot of positions that way. Not going to pin under caution. Halfway on
That's the
fuel.
top 10. Great
Finished
finish.
8th.
You gave it all you had, buddy. I like
There we
that.
go. So we moved up a
Late
couple
changes
spots.
were
We should
pretty
be in
scarce.
16th
Yeah, there
now.
weren't too many battles up front for position. Those guys who ran in the top 5 were pretty dominant all race long.
The 103
All race
car
long,
got
there
a
was 5
top 10
laps
finish
on.
in this one.
Top 10s are sometimes just as hard to get as a win. That whole team did a great job.
The
Yes, we did
103
do a great
car
job.
ran a very respectable race, and I think some other drivers are taking notice.
Yeah, it's good to see drivers work together out there, even when they
That's
aren't
because I
teammates.
was drafting with McMurray for a while. All right. Yep, McMurray, he's now an ally because it's plus 40. He'll be ahead of us on when the race starts, so you'll probably see that green marker above him. And oh, another thing about the allies and rivalry system is it diminishes across races. So if you really if you're really sentimental about a driver you like drafting with, it'll decrease as the number of races go on that you don't share any draft with him. But if you share some with him and you don't hit him or anything, it'll stay the same about, or it'll go up if you share a lot of draft with him. And I haven't really. This is a theory of mine. In the other subsequent games like, NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. If you clean pass someone, then they actually get more ally points, and I think it also applies here, but I haven't been able to confirm that, and I haven't really looked up anywhere to see if anyone else thinks that. But anyway, that's just one of my thoughts. So yeah, we don't really need happy hour. Oh, so when I ran the practice, we ran out at about 7 laps, so we can go 7 laps. And there's 20 laps here, so so we'll run it basically till it's out of gas before we pit. We're gonna have to pit twice.
Well, here we are at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the NASCAR Winston Cup Series
I always
premier
watch these
event.
and listen.
This is Joe Moore, and I'm with Barney Hall to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage on MRN. With a history and prestige here at this track, the teams seem to be all pushing themselves just a little harder this week.
The list of former winners here is very prestigious indeed. Who wouldn't want their name to be on it? Who knows, maybe we'll add another lucky driver when this one's all over.
The 103 car has shown a lot of respect on the track to Jeremy Mayfield.
A driver's respect is easy to lose, but tough to gain. A lot of good, clean lap racing with a guy.
Yep, there we go.
He's
our ally, 40. That must be the number. Pretty sure that's the number.
Mike Skinner was 1997's Rookie of the Year. He won both poles at Daytona and even got a win of sorts at the end of the year.
Well, that win was at an exhibition race in Japan. He followed it up with another
that was
win
probably
over there
his
the next
only
year.
win.
While those
I don't think he ever
wins didn't
won
count
in
the
the
standings. They showed people that Mike
Winston
Skinner
Cup or
had what it
Sprint
takes
Cup.
to be a Winston Cup driver.
Jeff Green might not be a household name, but he's had a lot of success recently in stock cars.
But, you know, there's no doubt. He won the Busch Series championship in 2000 by over 600 points, and he's finished runner-up in that series to a couple of talented guys with the names of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kevin Harvick.
And then the jets fly by. God bless America.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Home of the free because of the brave. Okay, yeah, start our engines. We get going. And they do the lineup. I never listened to that. Oh, starting outside Gordon. He's my favorite driver. That's awesome.
The 24 car down low. Still beside you.
Pass me here.
Number 24.
Are we 3
still
wide
in
or?
Green Nation.
Oh wow, I'm actually gonna get to pass him. I wasn't expecting that. Usually I fall behind about
The 19
1 or
car
2 positions on the first turn.
24 car.
It's because of the way the gear ratios are.
Okay, we're clear.
Don't really pay attention to your mirror on the first lap unless someone's like right on your bumper. Use this view, so you can see if someone's about to get on your bumper. Because what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to try to pull up to the pack that's up ahead of you.
Got one eye.
I didn't change the setups or anything. You saw that. I didn't cut out. So they're the same as when we qualified. Some races I do that. That's mostly on short tracks, speedways. Hopefully we can get a top 10 today, if not top 5, maybe even a win. I did that backwards. Hopefully we get a win today. If not top 5, maybe a top 10. Don't worry, I'm not looking to get a top 10 more than I am looking to get a win. But a win's probably unlikely. I've done it before. But
The interval for the leader's about 3 seconds.
dang, this single file
24
racing.
car is outside. Okay, we're clear.
Come on, Sadler. Yeah, pretty much Daytona and Talladega are the easiest tracks, so you don't have to brake at all, in my opinion. But you can use pit strategy too. That's what I'm going to do here. We are going to, on the
Yeah, great pass, buddy.
first pit stop, we are just going to take
Clear on both sides.
fuel only. And then on the second pit stop, we're going to take right side tires as well, so we don't blow a tire. And our left side tires will get pretty bad. But on this track, it doesn't really affect, the tires don't really matter much. And once we get our tire wear up, we can go the whole race without
The 24
taking any
car
tires.
is looking left.
One of the main things about this race is staying in the draft. You see right there, I kind of got out of it in the turn, and Gordon got a little run on me.
The 38
Actually, I'm
car
on fall
down
9
left.
here behind Wallace
Thing
and
ought to be about half empty.
Gordon.
That's the textbook pass there.
Going
Good
underneath
job.
that. Wow, that's a
Okay,
good move,
we're
Ryan.
clear.
Alex.
The 2
Sorry.
car is outside. You're clear.
Keep digging. We need to pick up about 4 seconds. on the leader.
One way to
Long pass.
tell where your fuel gauge is
Still there.
they just said we were halfway on fuel. If you're going to
Clear on both sides.
the cockpit mode here, you see the third one down on the left. It says your fuel at Daytona and Talladega starts at 13.5, and so you can see right now we are 4.8. So you can do some little quick math in your head, figure out when you're gonna need to pit, and if you miss the things that come up on the bottom, or your spotter saying how much fuel you have left. So that's one way to do it. I used to do it that way. I actually used to take track of how much I was losing per lap, and I figured it out that way. But I think it's just easier just going in practice and running until
Bring it in
until
when
you
you're
run out
ready.
of gas.
We're in our pit window.
So another thing is when you're starting out, some people,
There's some
uh,
leaders coming
the
in.
AI, their tires and their engines are better.
Your right front tire's a little warm.
So-
Careful now.
Some of them will pit earlier than you would want to. Like these guys are pitting,
Work with the leader.
6
See
laps
if we
in.
can break away from the pack.
and we needed to pit about 7, so we need to pit next time.
Number 25, up high. The 25 car is still there.
You're making me nervous. Get in here for some gas.
Oh, don't
Number
worry, crew
25 is
chief.
still there. Take it easy.
Don't be nervous. Yeah, Nemechek's gonna come in this
Keep
time. I'll come
racing
in with
him
him.
clean. You're starting to gain his respect.
For some reason though, the AI, they always change 4 tires. I'm pretty sure they always change 4 tires. Here they do. I know that. So I'm gonna end up coming out in the top of the field.
Several cars now pull off the race.
Speed limit was 70. I thought it was Thought it was 50. Changed it at different places. So we're just gonna get gas this time, then we'll be off. We'll probably end up first, and it'll take a few laps for the rest of the pack to catch up with us. Except for Nemechek, he's right behind us. I guess he probably only took 2 tires, because the pits are longer. Oh, here comes the 8 car. Damn you, Dale! Little fuck. Well, he's my rival now. Sometimes that works. Coming out of the pits, they'd hate me in NASCAR because I don't stay below the yellow line until I get to the backstretch. Because a lot of times the pack will slow down and you could just block and build up speed and gets the race over quicker. I'm not really worried about these guys passing me because the car rating is just so bad, it's in the 50s. So I kind of expect them to pass. And if I stay with them, we won't lose too much. So just gotta try to stay in the draft here, keep with them. Not like that. I hate the high line because I end up hitting the wall there a lot, and I let my back end slide out a lot. So I just lost some ground there, but hey, we're in 6th. That was, I guess that was about where we pitted. We were 9th when we pitted, so yeah, top 10 would be great. I don't think we're going to get a win today. I'm going to let Nemechek pass us.
The 25 car is still there.
I got to throttle a little bit,
Okay,
not too much.
Clear.
Shared draft. Why is he riding so low? I see the other guys that were up there in the top 5, they were running like 100, 185 all the way around. And here, me and Dean were running.
Number 24.
He's probably about 180 all the way.
Right rear's getting worn. Take it easy out there. You two are starting to race well together. You're halfway on fuel.
So when it says low fuel, then you know you pit next time around here.
Don't forget, he's one of the good guys.
Yeah, he is one of the good guys, plus 84. One of the bad things about getting someone up so high is if you stay down low, where I like to run, they ride up high so they're not blocking you. And that's just stupid. I mean, I'm sharing draft with you, buddy. I mean, I could get it if you turn off the shared draft and you just, you're just racing, but I don't know, I guess it wasn't that advanced in 2003 to come up with that.
The left rear's getting worn.
We all know how EA is.
Number 20 has got a run on you.
The leader's put about 5 seconds on you.
Yeah, see, Dale's got 5 seconds on us since the fucker hit us. Silly bitch. I like Dale though. Dale's my favorite drivers. I've always been a Gordon fan. Gordon's my favorite driver. I think he's probably gonna be my favorite driver until the day I die.
Careful, you're getting low on fuel.
But ironically, I'd have to say my second favorite driver is Keselowski, even after what happened last year at Texas. I just like Brad. I like him as a driver, and he seems like a pretty good guy to me too. He seems like a real down to earth kind of guy. Are we supposed to be in here? No, we can make it. And then of course, close behind that's Dale. I like Dale. I've never had a problem with either junior or senior. So those are my favorites. There's only a few that I don't like. I've grown to respect Tony. I used to not like him, but I think he's an alright dude.
Almost dry. Come in for some gas.
I like what he's doing with Haas and his team there. And
No one inside.
the only guys I really don't like are, of course, the Busch brothers.
Dropping back. What's wrong?
Dropping back a little bit more, Pit. Don't mind none. Car's trying hard to turn.
That bump didn't hurt us. Car's okay.
Gordon's not my favorite driver anymore.
The yellow flag now waving.
Fuck, we ran out of fuel. Motherfucker. Alright, Gordon is now not my favorite driver. Let's see if it lets us go to the pits.
Pace car is off. The field bunches up.
What the fuck?
Back underway. Green flag is in the air on this restart as the field races its way down towards turn number 1.
All of us ran out of fucking fuel.
The drivers didn't
Well, that's
spend
good.
much
Let's
time behind that
have to
pace
see
car
where we
today.
fucking
I'd say the
finish. That
fans would
sucks.
Probably have liked to see more excitement. I'm
Yeah,
sure
fuck
the
Gordon.
drivers, on the other hand, were happy about
I'm
the
just
low
kidding. I
number
still
of
like
caution
Gordon.
flags.
The 103 car would like to have finished a lot better, I'm sure.
Well, all the guys on that team work
Yeah,
so
no
hard.
shit.
It's a shame they couldn't get a better finish, but sometimes it's just not your day.
The 103 car seemed to run quite well in this one with Joe Nemechek.
Yeah, you know the golden rule. Well, it applies in NASCAR as well.
Alright. Oh fuck, we didn't even get the... I bet we finished dead last. We did finish dead last. What the fuck? Everyone else ran out of gas too. That's some straight up bullshit right there. They didn't even let us pit during the caution. Well, I guess you gotta take what you can get. That really sucks. Sorry about that, guys. How to win in career mode. Well, next time we'll do a little better. Well, that actually really sucks. That's usually where I get a lot of my money. Start shit out. It said things about shop edition, so I'm going to take there. I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. You on the team management. You got the sponsorship. Those are the sponsors that we sign. You got your team. You can look in your garage. Here's where you make repairs or overhauls. There you can sell them. I don't suggest doing that right now, but you could repair or overhaul your chassis, your body, and your engine. I usually do it once the condition gets below 80 to start out. Just shop editions. The first one I always used to buy was the hoist. There was the shop, then the hoist. But I've changed recently. I now buy the chassis shop instead. So let's see. Fuck, this sucks. Pretty much you want it to you want to buy the one that makes it available in the least amount of time. But since we just skipped our huge money making opportunity by finishing well at Daytona, we're just gonna have to settle for the 9 races here. Don't really worry in your first year going bankrupt. Not real life advice, but in this game, if you do that, basically what will happen is you'll lose everyone on your team, and they'll make you hire people for dirt cheap. So that'll happen there, and that's pretty much it. Here in the sponsors, you can check your sponsorship happiness. If they get really happy, you get they give you a bonus, a happiness bonus. Oh, here's where the prestige comes in. As we were talking about in the previous video, once this prestige for that sponsor reaches a new record high, you get an amount for that too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you at North Carolina in the next video. Stay safe, YouTube.